What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel at the Italian cemetery here in the South San Francisco area and city of Colma to be exact. And there's a little family private, they call them a chapel, these above ground mausoleum type deals that hold multiple people. There was one over here that I had heard about that had been vandalized. It was a while back it had been vandalized. It wasn't anytime recent, but it's up over here. It's a shame. I heard there was a statue or two taken from the front. They had a chain around it. This one right here. They used to have a chain around it between the blocks that went all the way around. It's the Martinelli family, and I do believe there was like a sculpture here and on the other platform over there as well. Can't see inside through the door, but this is it. And there was always a picture of a grave that, not a grave, but one of these that I had seen online, and I'm not sure if this is the one or not, but it being this thing had a chain going all the way around it. I remember seeing a picture of one of these, but the picture was not descriptive on which one it was, but it had like hands, these hands coming out, and the hands were coming outward, and it was holding on to the chain. The chain was going through the hands. And there's two on each side that are, there's four, two on each side here, and all four of them are missing. And I'm wondering if this is the one that had the hands that held the chain. If I can find a picture of it again online, I'll pop it in this video somewhere, in this section of the video somewhere. But I'm wondering if this is the one that had the chain holding hands that were coming out of the walls. They were like brass, they were brass or something, the hands. Look at that one. This kneeling angel. This is a nice one. Wow, these are some beautiful graves. Where was the one I just seen a minute ago? It was kind of sad. I had found one that was all by itself, and it had like a little wood marker. It didn't even have like a real marker on it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yes, it's over here. So this area, yes, it looks like it's just an area in between two graves. But I guess this is a grave as well. But I can't make out this little wooden cross in a wooden box here. I think I can make out April of 1910 or 1810. It's kind of hard to make out. Teresa Tashino, I think is the name. And this is this little wooden marker that's in here because they didn't have, they couldn't get a stone or didn't want a stone, or I don't know. And then it's just the little wooden cross is sitting inside. There's a little old flower pot in there and everything. Sad. I was only able to make out the name through my viewfinder on my phone. To the naked eye, I really couldn't read that little piece of wood, but when I was looking at when I was recording on my phone, I could totally see it on there. Savani Maria and Antonia, 1911, and then Giuseppina died 1915. I'm gonna go off to the side here. I'm not gonna step on the grave here. But was it mother-daughter? Yeah, one of them was a child, and I would assume the other one's the mother. That's sad. I know in this cemetery somewhere, and I'm not even sure where to find it, I've seen pictures of people on their stones, but it's of them in their casket at the funeral. But I've yet to find any of them, but I know they're in here because I've seen other people post pictures, but I can never get out of them where those graves are located. Here's one. Constantino Maffei, 1861 to 1931. You got a young one, Romolo Firpo. Born in 1904, died in 1918, died young. Then we have a Medio, says 1910 at the bottom of the stone. But here's the young man who died. On top of the stone is this angel statue. Tell you what, guys, after being sick, it's good to be getting out. I've been cooped up for so long. I stupidly went to work for a few of those days and instantly regretted it. Got worse, I do believe, just by going to work. As you guys know, a lot of you guys know I work in the grocery business, or I work in a grocery store. And, yeah, it's, refrigeration and everything. That doesn't do the cough and everything any good. So it feels good to get out and actually feel human for the first time in about a week. Castanola, Andrea. Let's see here. 1853 to 1908. Rapa, Palmyra, 1871 to 1943. This one's got one of those little display cases, but the glass has been long since broken out of it. And these pictures are starting to fade, but the two on the right here are actually pretty good shape. We got a couple other family names over here. We got Angelo Ruggiero Palmyra, and Rapa is the last name here. So there's 3 people here. So the one on the picture on the far left is all rubbed out, and the other 2 that I just showed you were the best ones on there. You can still make those out. Eliseo Michelati, 1912 to 1942. Or Eliseo, I think is the name, excuse me. And I guess there should have been plans for maybe a wife, because there's still room on the stone on the right side here for another picture, and there's another name, but I don't know what happened. Who knows? If there was a wife, maybe there wasn't a wife. If there was a wife, maybe she remarried and was buried elsewhere. Very interesting. Baldacci. Look at that. It's like a tree stump. Very interesting. I wonder if that's a Woodman of the World, because a lot of times when they have that design, but it usually says Woodman of the World on the stone somewhere, but I don't know. Let's see it. Masani. Look at that. Sleeping angel on there. And there's Garibaldi right here. I looked up the record I found on Find a Grave, the records for this grave. Very interesting. We got a GB Garibaldi, died in 1889. I'll put up the card I found online that somebody put on Find a Grave, the burial card, I guess, for this grave. But there's two Giovanni Garibaldis listed. So I guess they are assuming one is probably a son and one is probably a father. But there are two Giovannis. Alright guys, that's it for this video. My sickly self has filmed as much as I'm able to today. Like I said, I'm feeling better, but still feeling kind of tired. So I'm going to cut this one off. And when I'm feeling 100%, we'll get back on there and start making videos again. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate your support as always. Sorry about the live stream the other night. Yeah, just didn't happen. Wasn't feeling up to it. My throat and voice was a lot worse than what you're hearing right now. And right now it sounds kind of rough, I think. But we'll get back on there and get back to business as usual when I'm feeling 100%. Thank you all so much. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a share. Please. It does actually help when you share the videos too. All right, guys. Thank you all so much. And I'll talk to you later.